Alright, hey everyone. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day. We're gonna play a relationship sim or visual novel kind of. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it is Hatoful Boyfriend, and it's like a relationship sim except for instead of other people, it's pigeons. So should be pretty crazy. Anyway, let's get started. I really have no idea. Yeah, I haven't played any of these, so I kind of know the basic idea. Like, you just talk to a bunch of people, usually in a high school, and a story unfolds. You fall in love with one of them, and the end. How close am I? Is it too loud? Let me turn it down. Welcome to St. Pigeon Nations. Please enter your name. Oh no, I can't put the last name. Hatoful Boyfriend includes a powerful visualization module allowing even the birdiest of birds to appear as normal humans when first introduced. Display human portraits? What do you guys think? Should I do that? Let me adjust my game while you guys are thinking. Is it better now? No difference. If I turn it down like this. Turning it down, turning it down, turning it down, turning it down. This seems okay. Okay, so do I want to display human portraits? Yeah, I'll turn down the game here once I can get out of this past this part. Also, get it closer to the mic here. Oh, you guys can't see the game, can you? I'm just moving it up all over the place. Okay. So it said it had a portrait mode where they originally start off as humans. Do I want to enable that? Display human portraits? Okay, I see, yes. Configurations saved. St. Pigeon Nations, a school blessed with the extensive curricula and facilities. It's already been a year since I ended my ordinary life and walked through these gates. I should probably say the school is known for one thing in particular. The school is the world's greatest gathering place for gifted birds. Birds who want to study the arts, the sciences, even sports all come to St. Pigeon Nations. The teaching staff and student body are both made up of a diverse blend of birds of different backgrounds and species. I'm often asked why I choose to come here despite not being a bird. It's a long story. Not every day I see you rushing along like this. Ryota. I'm gonna be butchering Japanese names right and left, I can tell you that. Let me get that sound. Because I know if that music's loud in my ears, it's gotta be loud for you guys. Alright, so this should be a little better, huh? Usually you'd have been ready for an hour by now, Jahandar. Overslept? I thought he was supposed to be a human. Is that his human form? This rock dove is named Kawaria Ryuta. We've been friends since he was barely hatched. I'm glad we got it. Good. It's because there's going to be a lot of talking, or reading specifically. He can be a little mischievous, but he's responsible and kind. What a guy. Breakfast was a little hard to catch today. I can relax without red meat inside. Living as a hunter-gatherer sounds tough. I'd be happy to make you breakfast, you know. I might take you up on that offer when starvation looms. Thanks, Ryuta. Ah, the bell already? Come on, we need to hurry to class. Jeepers! No good being late on the first day. Yeah. So Ryuta pulled me along into the school. Today's the start of a new semester. I wonder what lies in store. It was all I could do to adjust to the atmosphere last year. Better make up for all that lost fun. I think we're in 2-3. Ryuta and I are in the same class again. Old faces, new faces. A strange thrill fills my heart as I look around at the assembled birds. I hope we get along. Here's to the formation of many happy memories. Oh, the teacher's here. Good morning, every birdie. I'm Nanaki Kazuaki. I seem to be your teacher this year. I specialize in math and physics. And also some other things. Now she's asleep. Sir, wake up. It's homeroom. He sleeps with his eyes open? This quail is Nanaki Kazuaki. He's a famously soporific math professor. I had heard the rumors, but I hadn't expected him to fall asleep just like that. Apparently he's well known as a mathematician. Just goes to show great minds come in all forms. I'm sorry, is it a little warm in here? Which reminds me, we have a transfer student. Please introduce yourself, Shirogane. What's the point? You got emo bird? I have no wish to speak with commoners. Do not think I'm here because I wish to be. Oh, well, I guess that's that. Hey, that's no good. He says he doesn't want to introduce himself. I can't just let him break the rules like that. And, sir, the system will collapse and we'll all turn into kulaks and dissenters. Well, when you put it like that, at least you could say your name, Shirogane. Shirogane La Belle Sakuya. It seems this fantail is Shirogane Sakuya. His feathers would make any birdie proud. He's pretty stuck up, but then transferring is never easy. I hope we could be friends. Sakuya sits down, glaring daggers at Ryuta and me. I think this little bird is telling me there's going to be trouble down the line. Lunch already. Today's slipping by so quickly. That reminds me, I've had these books out from the library all summer. I better return them now. Where is everyone? Aside from the receptionist, there's hardly anybody here. Just gonna keep on with that pun there. Huh? Is someone looking at me? Probably just my imagination. Or not. A mourning dove stands in a dark corner, staring in my direction. Mourning doves aren't very common in Japan, but apparently they're everywhere in America. Did you want something from me? He looked away. Not really. Pretty sure it was him who I felt staring at me. There was no one else here. Sure? Yeah, I don't want anything from you. It's the things you're carrying that I'm interested in. He glances at the desk as if to say, hurry up and return them already. Oh, sorry. Hee. They were a little too dense and I never finished them. Were you waiting for them all summer? He silently returns his gaze to the book. Maybe he's in a bad mood. I'm Garden Jahandar, sophomore. What about you? You're... Nageki. Fujishiro Nageki. Freshman. Fujishiro Nageki, huh? Mourning doves are pretty rare in Japan. Maybe it's just his voice, but he seems kind of sad. Leave me alone. He's reading his book again. Alright, sorry to bother you. Keep meeting depressing people today. Now that I have that out of the way, I think I'll head back to class. Wait, isn't that... You should have been instructed not to approach me in school. Come on, Sakuya, what kind of thing is that to say to your own brother after all these years? My brother? You must be joking. You've never once been a brother to me. Please don't try to talk to me again. I have no time for half-breeds. I'll be going now. Hey, just wait a minute. I guess we're even in the same school now. I guess even if we're in the same school now, what's done is done. I hadn't meant to eavesdrop, but I just overheard something juicy. The ever-popular trendsetter and ladies' man Sakazaki Yuya is Sakuya's brother? Yeah, he looks like a ladies' man. I wonder what the story behind that is. Hey! You heard that whole thing, right? Are you a friend of Sakuya's? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to listen in on you. No sweat. Try to stay sexy and suave in front of all you little ladies, but that there wasn't too cool. This fan-tailed pigeon is Sakuzaki Yuya, an upperclassman. I never talked to him before, but he's famous or infamous throughout the school. Everybody knows of him. You're Jahandar, right? I know everybody here. Besides, you're the only human. A single poppy in a field of rye. He gives me a creepy look. Did you say you were a friend of Sakuya's? Not exactly. We had a rather ballistic introduction this morning. We're in the same class, that's all. I'd never thought that stuck-up aristocrat wannabe was your brother. Aristocrat wannabe? He is an aristocrat, actually. The genuine article in the flesh. He is? He is a bit of a pain, so good luck, mon ami. Adieu. He really is a noble bird. I've never heard anything like that about you, though. Probably a twisty business. That's all for today. Stay safe, everyone. Where Where's Ryota? He said he was going to the infirmary. Maybe you should go see if he's still there. Now that I think about it, Ryota always did have a weak stomach. I should go to the infirmary just to make sure he's okay. Excuse me. Nobody's here? There's no one sleeping behind the curtains, and the doctor isn't here either. I'm confused, Fern, too. You're not alone. It's basically what you see. My hunter-gatherer instincts feel no presence. There's nobody here. Ryota? No reply. The infirmary is empty. Weird. Did he go home already? I feel a little nervous poking around the empty room. Now that I think of it, I haven't been here much before. Unlike Ryota, I'm perfectly healthy. Well, they got all kinds of drugs in here. Ethylpar, triflucobenzene. What do these even do? Care to find out? Doctor? I'll feed you all sorts of things if you want. Hmm? No, thank you. Shoo. This partridge is Iwamine Shu, the school doctor. He's rather creepy in person and has a bad reputation among the student body. Everybody knows that even just talking to him can bring you down with aspergillus, psittacosis, or even worse things. I never even heard him come in the door. Ninja doctor? You don't look like you have a good reason to be in here. Do you need something? I heard Ryota Kawara from 2-3 was supposed to be here. Him? He's already gone. Ah. Why didn't he come find me before going home? Sorry to bother you. I'll be going now. Finally out of that den of evil. Ryota's already gone home. What do I do now? Oh, I never got around to joining a club last year. Maybe I'll go take a look at some of my options. I think there are clubs for baseball, soccer, track, kendo, migration, bird watching. Wasn't there another one? Anyway, I'll start with the track team. I ran in middle school, and it's always fun watching the other birds hop around. I think their club room is on the ground floor off to the side. A white dove is having a tantrum outside. Coo, coo. This is no pudding for a man. Coo. Oko-san rejects it. It is a lie, a vicious falsification. He's dancing around on a squished pudding. That's not very nice to the pudding. Oko-san. This is Oko-san. Doesn't really look like it, but supposedly he's a faint-tailed pigeon, I think. Either way, he's hyper. Coo! Oko-san has suffered a deception most vile, a wretched betrayal. Betrayal? Coo! Oko-san instructed that pudding to be provided for new members. Coo! But this is no pudding. Ousted, scorned, betrayed, dragged into the street and shot by those he trusted most. It's squished and filthy, but the thing under his feet looks like normal store-bought pudding. What's wrong with it? Coo, coo! Spare the jests, young lady. Oko-san used wing attack. It's super effective. Coo! They'll rue the day they crossed Oko-san. He'll have them flayed, hanged, shot at dawn, he will. Coo! Oko-san must now train to achieve true pudding. Farewell. And he's gone. I don't understand a word of that. He's a good runner, but what does pudding have to do with the track team? And so ended the first day of my semester at St. Pigeontails. I think we want to choose the class council today. As you all know, this school doesn't require you to join any club. If you want to, you can, but if you don't, then you're free to go home after school. Cool. Hoko-san has time only for the track team. That's, good. What about you, Shirogane? A foolish question. I already hold a position here. Oh, that's right. You became the student president when you were admitted. Nepotism, ho! Don't we get a vote? Just coming to school is enough for me. You have to take care of your mother on your own and all. Wonder what I should do. Join the... Alright, what do you guys think? Should I join the student council, the track team, or the library staff? Track team it is. It's everyone, isn't it? Have fun. Today is an elective day. What should I do? Attend. Should I go to math class? Should I go to gym class? Or music class? Math it is. Sorry, Fern. I just take the first one I see. Mr. Nanaki dozed off as usual, but class was somehow good anyway. I feel smarter already. What's it doing? Oh, there we go. Jahandar leveled up. Wisdom increased by 5. I need to go sign up for track. Want to join the team? I want to join the team, but I wonder if Okasan's having a fit again. I'll find out when I get there. Cool! A Jahandar appears. Is this a challenge then? Choose your weapon, ma'am, and draw. A fit he is having, though not over-putting. Not really. I want to join the team. Do you know where the captain is? Cool! He stands before you. Okasan is the captain, and a faster bird the world has never known. I never knew. Oh, well, here, my forms. Thank you. Cool! A dove never refuses a challenge. Commence the entrance examination. There's an exam? Cool! Of course. Track isn't daisy chain making, missy. Cool! Okasan will be your opponent in noble combat, sprint, or long distance. Long distance or sprint? I'm gonna say sprint. Cool! Humph! A sprint barely lasts long enough to get started. How dull. Cool, cool! On your mark, get set, go! How is he so fast? He can't even fly this fast. Pant. Cool! You're still weak, but you've got potential. Welcome to the team. Thanks. Cool! That's all, folks. And so I joined the track team. Who knew doves could run like that? Sitting at home is so relaxing. This is home. A cave. Oh. Tomorrow is the class hike. Should I prepare anything? We won't be going far, so we don't have to. Well, health first. I think I'll have some udon and go to sleep. Today is the hike. We've stopped for a break on a hillside. Who should I talk to? Okay, who do you guys think I should talk to? Ryota, Sakuya, San, or Kazuaki? Well, I didn't know what udon was. Ryota is the friend that we met at the beginning. Sakuya was the angry pigeon. San, I think, is the track crazy guy. And Kazuaki is, the suave, I think he's the suave gentleman that I met in the hallway. Alright, Trickstar says the angry one. And I think that's Sakuya. Unacceptable! Wow, he is really angry. He's slapping me already. And a temper as usual. Why do I have to come to a place like this? And on foot? It's a hike, Sakuya. You have to walk. For what purpose? As exercise? Foolishness. Exercise is for peasants. No, for fun. You're supposed to enjoy the change of scenery. Look over here. Don't we have a nice view? Sakuya looks like he still has something to say, but he reluctantly comes over to me. I think maybe he's acting angrier than he really is. Sheesh, what a kid. Today's an elective day. What should I do? Attend. Alright, it's time to go to music class. Today is a music history lesson. So much thinking outside the box. I feel like I'm going to go fly off the handle. Jeez. But this is what Mozart is all about, I guess. I wonder what those wigs felt like. They look like they're wearing ptarmigans on their heads. Do you seek to mock the great masters, lowborn Philistine? Ah man, Sakuya again. Ta-da! Johanna leveled up. Charisma increased by 5. Imagine you're all well aware, but the sports festival is right around the corner. Please think about what you'll do. Sports festival season already? If it were in the fall, it would conflict with the cultural festival, so it's always been in May. What are you going to do, Ryota? I hadn't decided, but probably the 3-legged race. Somebody has to. Cool! Okasan will handle the marathon. Indeed he will. You do have a lot of stamina, Okasan, but what about you, Sakuya? You can't possibly expect me to run in some race, can you? It's a sports festival. Is there an event that doesn't involve running? How about being a cheerleader? The general, in other words, very well. Leave it to me. I don't think that's... Also, the first aid team is always sure-handed. I'm sure they could use help if anybody still can't decide. That's all for today. Ryder's doing the 3-legged race, Okusan's running the marathon, and Sakuya's a cheerleader. Yuya might be running the first aid tent. What should I do? I'll have to think about it. Today is the sports festival. I never did make up my mind. What should I do? Go to the... Alright, what do you guys think? The 3-legged race, the marathon, the cheerleaders, the first aid tent, or the library? This is great sports in the library. Alright, well, I'm gonna go, let's see, the 3-legged race is going to be Kazuka or whatever, Ryoka, something. Cheerleaders is the angry one. Marathon is the weird one. First aid 10, I don't remember. Three-legged race, okay. Oh, you joining us? Want to run together? I haven't found a partner yet. Okay. Get set. Go. Ryo's running for both of us. Pairing up a bird and a primate might have been a bad idea. We somehow came in second anyway, though. We had brought honor to our class. The first barrier for all students who make it this far, the midterm exam. Wow, already? For getting them back today. I don't think I did too well. Garden. Yes. I don't think you did too badly. Yeah? Not too... no, sorry. You did badly. No! Try harder next time, okay? I disappointed Mr. Nanaki. I'll have to study more from now on. What? I went to math class once. Do I gotta go more than that? With the festival and midterm over, there's nothing to look forward to but summer heat. Does smell kind of funny when it gets humid like this. There's a bunch of birds in front of the staff room. What are they doing? Oh, there's Yuya. Yuya, what's going on? Salutations, Jahandar. Brian won his 7th Pulitzer. He gestures at a news clipping on the staff room pinboard. It says, Brian, the first intelligent pigeon, crowned again. Brian? Don't tell me you don't know who he is. I think I've heard the name, but... He's the world's most famous blogger. He began when birds were barely intelligent. He's a very skilled and insightful writer. He was the one who suggested the Dove Olympics be called the Pitch Olympics. He's extremely influential. His name was adopted right away. Why don't you look him up right now, mon ami? Try Googling Brian Pigeon. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, lunch is nearly over. Adieu, Jahandar. Today's a good day. I feel like I'm shining. I wonder what I should do during break. Go to the store, the infirmary, or the cafeteria. I'm thinking I should go to the cafeteria, get some food. I think I'll eat at the cafeteria today. Excuse me, 1 half-dead fried rice, please. Uh-oh. Now you guys can see my messy room. Hold on, let me fix that.